Hey guys, welcome back to the Thrifty Traveler's Kitchen. I'm Curt, and today I wanted to show you some simple, mild Italian sausage that I can whip up because I'm going to make a batch of tomatoes and macaroni, but I want to add some Italian sausage, so I thought I'd whip up my own. So, ground pork, 1 pound, very simple. Now we're just going to add to that all our little herbs and spices to make it something great. So, of course, Italian sausage, gotta add fennel seed. I have 1/2 teaspoon of fennel seed. I have 1 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of pepper, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 tablespoon of an Italian herb blend. And just to give it a little bit of heat, 1/4 teaspoon of red peppercorns. Red peppercorns? Red pepper flakes. Red pepper flakes. So we got all that together. We're going to give that a quick mix. Get all those spices incorporated in that meat. And then what you can do with this sausage meat is, if you want those flavors to blend together, just pop it in the fridge overnight and let it sit, and it'll all incorporate and taste great. I want to use this today, which is perfectly fine as well. Just make sure it's well mixed. Real simple. There we go. Easy. Mild Italian sausage meat. So now that I showed you how to make the macaroni and tomatoes in a rice cooker, I'm going to show you how we can package that up into 3 different portions so I can pop it into the freezer and take that with us when we go on the road and finish it off in a rice cooker in a motel room. So a little bit different here, the way I'm going to package them, and we're going to put them in vacuum pack bags so I can pop them into the freezer. But in this case, I'm going to have to fry off our ground sausage meat in a frying pan. So we'll start out with a little bit of olive oil in the pan. And we'll bring that up to heat, and then we're going to throw some onions and our sausage meat in there and brown it up first. So what I did is I took a medium-sized onion and I diced it up and got that ready to go in the pan. Get that oil heated up. Good way to test to see if your pan's hot enough is you just throw a little bit of onion in there and see if you get some sizzle. It's starting to sizzle, so we're hot enough. We're going to dump that onion in there. And get that sauteed up. We're going to wait for that onion to turn translucent, which will probably take about 2 or 3 minutes before we add in our ground pork or mild Italian sausage that I just mixed up. You know, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a bit of garlic into that onion as well. So I've got some minced garlic here that I made up, which is simply garlic and a bit of olive oil that I did in the food processor. So let's go ahead and we'll add a good heaping half teaspoon of fresh minced garlic in it, or minced garlic. Use fresh garlic if you want. I just like doing this because it speeds things along. Now we just want that garlic to just become fragrant. You're going to notice it probably within 30 seconds or so. Oh yeah, I can smell that garlic already. Now I'm just going to push that aside a little bit, and we'll bring in that sausage meat. Make sure we got it all in there. Break that down a little bit. Now we're just going to let it sit and let it brown. Color is flavor. I don't have to tell you that, you know. So we'll saute this up, probably take about 4 or 5 minutes. And then what we're going to do is set it aside and let it completely cool down before we start putting it into our vacuum bags so that we can have it ready for the freezer. So I'll get this browned up and I'll check back with you in a minute. There we go, guys, all nicely browned up. You can see the steam coming off of it as I'm still frying it up a little bit here. So now what we're going to do is just turn that heat off and let it cool. But first, let's take a little test and see if we need to adjust the flavor some. You know, it might need a little bit more salt or whatever, but let's just give it a quick taste here. Oh my, hot. Oh no, that's perfect. Give it a try, guys. I think you're going to like it. That's good. I surprised myself with that one. So guys, in one of my earlier videos you saw me packing these vacuum seal bags, and I was kind of struggling. I wasn't really thinking about, hey, standing them up, making them easier to use. And I've done this method in the past because I've used vacuum seal bags for years, and I don't know why I didn't do this. I guess I'm just still learning how to make videos and give you some good content. So a quick tip, if you don't have those fancy little stands that have the clips on them and can hold your bag so you can fill them up easier, this is a great way, using what you have at home, to help you fill the bags a little bit easier. I just use a 4-cup measuring cup and I stand my bags in. I fold the edges over to keep them nice and clean so that they're going to seal up well in the vacuum sealer. You just stand up the bags inside there, or if you don't have a 4-cup measure cup, just use a simple bowl, something that can help hold that bag up and make it easier for you to fill. So let's get ready to fill these up with the macaroni, tomatoes, and the Italian sausage so we can get them ready for the freezer. So what you want to do is you want to start out with your wettest ingredient first. So what we're going to do is we're going to put 1 cup of diced tomatoes into each bag. Oop, get in there. Yes, we want the juice of those tomatoes. We want all that flavor. Wow, that's a lot easier than the last time I did this. All right, so we got 1 cup of diced tomatoes. Now, we want about 150 grams of that cooked Italian sausage. So basically that's about 1/3. I made this with 1 pound of ground pork. So we're going to add in about 1/3 of this bowl into each bag. Just spread it out evenly to give us the 3 portions that we want. So I hope you guys give these things a try, especially if you're a traveler. If you do travel and you try one of my recipes, please let me know. I sure like to hear. If anybody else has any comments, please like and comment. Let me know what's going on. Maybe you can give me some pointers, or I can give you some other pointers in another video. I'd be happy to do that, and I'd be so happy to hear from you. So now we'll get all that meat spread out in those bags. Put a little bit more in there, a little more in there. Put the last of it into this last bag over here. So now from the wettest to the driest ingredient, so now we're going to go with the macaroni, and we're going to add 1 cup of dry macaroni to each bag as it spreads it everywhere. What the heck? In the bag this time. There we go. That's fun. I love cooking. In you go, not in the cup. There, anyway, that saved up a little bit. I'm gonna put some more in there because of the ones I dropped. So that's it. I'm gonna seal up these bags. And then when you go to process them in your rice cooker, when you get to your hotel room, all you have to do is add between 3/4 and 1 cup of water and just cook it on 1 cycle. And you're gonna have a delicious meal in about 20 minutes in your hotel room. So there we go, guys. 3 quick dinners for you. But just thought I'd pass on another quick tip for storing these in the freezer. When you vacuum pack them, you see they're like a big ball. What you can do is just take your hand and press them down flat. They'll move around in that bag even though it's vacuum sealed. When you get them flat, they're going to stack a little bit easier, be taking up a little less space in your freezer, and they're going to freeze up and even thaw out a lot easier this way too.
So guys, I just thought I'd show you what this looks like once it's cooked up in the rice cooker. I put everything in there with 3/4 of a cup of water, and we're just let it cook off here in one cycle. Give it another quick mix, take a look at it. Look at that. Perfectly cooked macaroni. It smells so good. Gonna have to give that a bit of a taste. Grab myself a plate here, scoop up a big healthy serving here. Yeah, grab myself an eating utensil here quick. And let's give that a taste. Smells good, let me tell you. Okay, now if I can get some on my fork. There we go. Give that a taste. Oh yeah. Turned out great.
So there you go guys, another simple recipe that you can put together, pop into the freezer, take it out on the road with you, and finish it off in the rice cooker. These meals also work great if you're at home and you want to keep them in the freezer so that, you know, you're alone one night, you need a simple meal to put together for yourself. You can pop it into the rice cooker and finish it off at home as well. Let me know what you think. Please like and subscribe. Let me know what you think of the video. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks guys. Talk to you in the next video. Have a great day. Bye.